On today's Co-Bet Daily, we are looking at all your player props, game picks, and best bets as per usual. I'm looking at a whole mess of NBA gear for tomorrow. Stats guy, what have you got?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Aussies to dominate in the Women's T20 World Cup and the Scottish League Cup final.
Wow, way to go out on a limb. Alex, what have you got?
Yeah, I've got a goal scorer in the EPL and a team that will not make the finals in 2023.
That sounds awesome, so you better have a listen. It's Co-Bet Daily. Check it out. All right, welcome to Co-Bet Daily. It is Thursday, February 23, all day, episode 57. I'm your host, Jaymz Clements. I'm the editor of a very good website we all call codebet.com.au because that's its name.
And we
that's
call
where
things
it is.
by their name.
Yeah, we do.
We try to.
We're famous
We
for
try to. As mentioned, my name, Jaymz Clements. I'm joined, as always, by the pontiffs of punting. There you go. Nailed it. One over there, Alex Donnelly.
Going through my middle-aged divorced dad dress code theory, even though I'm not a dad.
Oh, no one called you that. You've just had a
No,
shot
I
yourself
got a text message about it from a mate this morning who saw me on the way to the train. He's like, "You look like a middle-aged divorced dad." I'm like, "Nice."
Oh. Something
Cool.
you're not telling us? Or?
Yeah. Have I got a kid somewhere?
You got married.
Yeah.
That's on the cards anyway. Stats guy, he's here as well.
I'm here. I'm glad you're back. I don't have to yell at Alex one-on-one now because I can sort of go back and forth.
Yeah, but then you're going to throw your neck out. Going,
Yeah, I know. I'll just look at Gerald.
Anyway, shush. Right, Co-Bet Daily. What is this? Code Ego Daily. There we go. You guys can go with your egos at each other. Bang on.
Okay.
2 days without the big dog in tow.
I was about
And
to
it's
say,
just gone absolute
ego
chaos.
calling yourself the big
Yeah,
dog,
big
right?
deal.
This is
I
it.
don't know, okay.
Can you go back to lawn?
Shush, you're
James,
fired.
there you go.
Thank God.
Terminated.
No more podcast. See it, punters.com.au.
All right. Co-Bet Daily. We're all about what it says on the tin as usual. And today, player props. Got some great ones, actually.
Cool.
Game picks, best bets for everything we want to talk about. Basically, it's Code Bet. And it's a daily podcast.
I'm on
Very
the bet.
easy.
Yep.
Right. So, what are we going to look at today? I've got nothing but NBA. I'm stoked.
it.
We're back.
Back.
All-Star break is
Felt like a long
Dunsky.
break, especially the
It's
All-Star
just like
break was
that
bad.
All-Star game left a taste in your mouth worse than an ice-cold Tui's new. And so now I've got actual NBA.
Yep.
I'm happy with that. That's all tomorrow. Off we go. So I'm going to get stuck right into that with my with literally everything. So my player props, my game picks, and my best bets. And I'll leave the rest to you blokes. Liam, what have you got?
Yeah, I'm having a look at the Aussies in the Women's T20 World Cup and some Scottish League Cup final. Which,
Jeez.
my boys are Celtic are playing.
Scottish League Cup final.
Yes,
Right.
a bit niche.
I was
But
about to say, he can't keep tipping Chelsea, so he's got to go look for
I
some
gotta go to-
positives in his life.
yes, the Celtic are definitely absolutely killing
Don't
it.
we all?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alex is out there looking
Alex is
for,
just tipping Arsenal.
I don't know. He's like, oh, what can I do? I'll buy a new razor for my legs. Anyway, what do you got, Donnelly? What are you looking at?
Hey, nothing like a good tan, baby. I'm looking at the Carabao Cup AFL, and I think I was talking about someone to score a goal.
Right.
Yeah,
Did
sounds
we
about right.
figure out what the Carabao is?
Yeah, it's like this actual sponsor.
Yeah.
It's an energy drink and a very
So it
bad
sounds
one.
like a cheap Prime or Monster.
Yeah, I think it is.
No free ads. Right. One player prop, easy one for me. I love this. Kings versus Blazers tomorrow. One of my absolute favorite bets. This is going to basically feature in all three
I
of my
like this
segments
a lot.
today. The Souvlaki King, Domantas Sabonis. Oh, give us the combination meat there. Thanks, Domantas.
Leo, please order that for lunch. Thank you.
I love the lettuce, tomato,
I'm
easy on the onion. Yeah, double the meat. Yeah,
triple,
thanks, Domantas.
triple garlic sauce. Thanks.
Garlic sauce. Thanks, Domantas. He's all you, no problem, Jimmy. All right. This is my favorite one for this
Is
one.
that your
Players.
bet for him to order that as he's next
That's
to
Jim at 3 o'clock in the morning.
100%. Go down to Lambs and
Go down to
Carlton.
Suva King.
Sorry, I made that go back.
The
then.
Souvlaki King, Domantas Sabonis. Player points, assists, rebounds, the PARs.
Okay.
The PAR. How do you like this for the Souvlaki King? 40 plus, $1.78. 45 plus.
What,
$2.80
$1.78 for 40 plus. Jeez.
You want to go 50 plus. It's $5.50. But my man Souvlaki King, Domantas Sabonis, the big man in the middle for the Sacramento Kings,
Yep.
he averages just a lazy 18, 12, and 7. 18,
Just
12, and 7.
consistent. You know what you're going to get from him.
So that's what? That falls in at 37. If you want him to go over 40, go over 45. The tricky part is pace, offense. That's what this entire game is going to be based on. I'm going to get to that again later.
Yep.
But the Souvlaki King manning the middle, there's going to be plenty of rebounds. There's going to be plenty of points on offer in this game. I think he smashes the 45, gives 50 a push, but the 45 is $2.80. I think there's at least 20 points. He could easily get to like that 15 rebounds, and there could be a good 8 sort of assists in there. So you go past the 40, start edging towards the 45. I don't mind the 45 plus. So
Cool.
And to be honest, he could have a big scoring game as well with this many points on offer. It could be a 25, 18, and 10. Like, off we go. So, I love the Super Lucky King in that for the PARs, the PAR.
Bars, yeah.
And Keegan Murray, I'm going to throw him in as well for the Sacramento Kings. He's only at 16.
Really?
He averages a 12, 7, and 1 over his last 16 games. So that puts you
Surprisingly low, yeah.
18. All he needs is one extra assist as well here and there. But the thing is, his points, he could smash it out of absolutely nowhere just on points
16,
alone.
yeah.
Because if there's not going to be any defense played in this game, and I suspect there shan't be,
So it's like the All-Star game all over again.
basically this
It'll
one
be
will
100
be.
times better than the All-Star.
But with like actual attempts at defense, but the same result.
Yeah.
So, but Keegan Murray, he's the rookie, but he's dropped, 8 threes in a game in the last month and a
Yeah,
bit.
I saw that actually. Yeah.
Duke can go off at the drop of a hat. I love Keegan Murray, the 16 plus as well. That's just $1.50, so you
Where
can
do you
pop
get
that up.
these par bets?
These
James?
ones are on BetR at the moment.
Better.
So
Okay.
go check.
Oh, really? Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
So I'd be leaning basically so hard on all my player props for that game.
Yeah,
because points galore.
Nice.
Stats guy, what have you got for your player prop?
Yeah, we haven't looked at it too much, but now we're getting into the semi-finals of the Women's T20 World Cup. We got Australia against India, two of the best teams in the world. You got Australia heavy favourites again in this one and just been absolutely dominating. And you got Lisa Healy, who's one of the best batters in the world. She's been absolutely dominating as well. She's got 57, 37, and 55 in the three innings in this World Cup as an opener. She's been awesome. Now
They did win one of those games none down for about 122.
yeah, and that was the one where both the openers made 50. There's probably, they come up against a much better team in India, but yeah, she's just been amazing and looks like she's going to hit everything to the boundary. Now, India still have nightmares about the last World Cup where Alyssa Healy smashed them all over the park at the MCG.
That Katy Perry concert ruled.
And the Katy Perry concert was pretty cool. I don't think they have nightmares about that. But but yeah, so Alyssa Healy got 75 in that game, and that was in a final as well.
Yeah, imagine having your nightmare soundtrack by Katy Perry.
Baby,
yeah, I was going to say it's
Whoa.
fireworks.
There's
So
fireworks
this
in
is
the background.
just-
Alyssa Healy smacking
I'm
the room.
really confused. What is happening? This
Anyway.
is the weirdest nightmare ever.
Yeah, that's a look
It'd
into
be
some.
slightly pleasant but terrifying.
But yeah, in that game, that Katy Perry was also at. She had 75 against India.
Would it be more apt if it was Miley? It's like, came in like a wreck. No.
And literally,
Alyssa Healy just comes
He
swinging
was
in.
swinging
Wow.
in, with the bat.
out of the
Love
MCG
All right.
over mid-wicket.
Maybe that should be a soundtrack as she comes out to bat this week. I don't know. But anyway, that match is tonight. It's a semi-final. I really think Alyssa Healy can dominate again in this one. 375 to be Australia's top run scorer on Ladbrokes.
I like it. We're trying to speed this up and we're like going as long as we've ever
I
gone.
know.
think.
We're only up to the second player.
It's all right. I'll get through mine very quickly.
All right,
needs to
Alex,
go.
what's your player prop? Come on.
Bukayo Saka to score a goal on the weekend. $3.10.
Oh, yeah, I had
Arsenal
this one,
taking
but-
on Leicester City. Both stats going. I liked it in the EPL show.
Yep.
5 goals and 2 assists in his last 9 games. He scored in his last 2 EPL games. 15 score involvements for the season. He
Unreal
will
player.
cause absolute shenanigans on that right-hand side for Arsenal. He's going to cause havoc. He's one of the best players in that Arsenal lineup. Get around him. $3.10 to score a
I like
goal.
that, yeah.
Go on, son.
One of the great names to say as well, Bukayo Saka.
Oh, lovely name.
Yeah, I'll
Love
tell you who loves saying it. Our mate Peter Drury loves it.
He does.
Yeah. All right, game picks. Let's go.
Right, game picks. Easy for me. I'm going Kings Blazers again.
Oh,
the
nice.
obvious one here, right? The game pick is the over.
Oh,
It's
okay.
239.5 points with, I think that one was through Ladbrokes. That's $1.94. This
Yeah.
is going to be easily 127, 123, maybe more.
Maybe
To be
more,
honest,
yeah.
this could be like 150, 140.
Cool.
That is all stuff.
Simple as
right
that.
there.
Because this is a top 4 offense, top 2 offense for
Oh,
Sacramento.
We're going up.
Top 5
You'll
for
get there
Portland.
eventually.
I had it flipped around in my brain.
That's all right.
Portland are top 5, Sacramento top 2. And the crucial aspect of the over is they both have terrible defenses. I
Okay.
think it's bottom 4 for Portland, and I think Sacramento are ranked 22nd.
I'm
so
surprised Sacramento going that well with such a bad defense. But
that's how good their
Well, you
offense
That's how
score
good their
more
offense
points
is,
than the
yeah.
other team. It
that is
doesn't
true.
matter.
That is true.
So here we go. Same as the All-Star game. Lean into the over, baby.
Nice.
Lean into it. It might even go that 323 like we saw in the
Yeah.
All-Star
Surely
game.
not.
So,
So
just
it's
saying.
why it sucks taking the under, because once they go over, they never go under.
That's it. You've always got a chance with the over. There's always a chance.
Until
So
the
we
buzzer
might need
goes.
23 points in the last 2 minutes, but we might get it.
Hey, if you get to overtime, you're a chance.
It's
Exactly.
also more fun betting on the over. It's
Definitely.
sad.
Betting on the unders is torture.
It's sad, yeah.
But there you go. So I love that Kings Blazers game. And if you're going to have another look at the game picks tomorrow, the Cavs and the Nuggets, Cavs are actually weirdly sort of underpriced. They're amazing at home.
Oh, yeah.
The
absolutely.
Nugs, they've won 4 of their last 5 on the road, but the Cavs are only like 1.5 point favorites in Cleveland. Cleveland. And I love that Cleveland pick. So I'm just saying,
Awesome.
keep an eye on that one. If it goes out any further, if it goes towards the Nuggets, jump on Cleveland.
Why not?
Statsis guy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Scottish League Cup final, as I said earlier, with one of the biggest.
Why is that, Liam? Is it because it's Celtic?
Well, not just because of that. Even if I wasn't
But
a supporter,
mostly
because of that. It's because it's Celtic versus Rangers. One of
It's
the biggest.
literally because it's Celtic.
I'm waiting for Alex to have a go at me after saying this, but it's probably one of the biggest rivalries in world sport. You
I
got
can't disagree. There's
All right,
literally
there we
a
go.
riot every time it's on.
There is a riot. It's dangerous. It's crazy. All the Glaswegians all in one spot at Hampden Park in the biggest stadium in
Just
Scotland.
get Robin Williams in his Scottish accent talking about golf.
Yes.
And then just starting a fight.
Yeah. So this is a massive game. You've got I really like Celtic in
Celtic
this
are
one.
morals.
No, they I think they are, but they're still paying $2.15. So that's not morals.
Pretty great.
Yeah. So you got Celtic at $2.15 under Ange. In the last 17 games, the Aussie coach Ange Postecoglou, there's 16 wins and 1 draw from their
And
last
that
17.
one draw was the time stats guy tipped him.
No. The game before that was the one I tipped him when we lost.
Right.
But I've tipped him a couple of times since then and we've won. So yeah, the Hoops are also, since they've been under Postecoglou, are 3 wins and 3 draws. So they haven't lost to Rangers. And you got, the leading goal scorer, Kyogo Furuhashi for Celtic, absolutely tearing it up. So yeah, I think they're going to win their 21st League Cup. And
Whoa.
you get, which is a record. They've won
a lot.
40.
I mean, it's
other
what
cups.
happens when 2 teams have a monopoly over
Yes.
the competition.
Yeah, these are the two
kinda
best
boring.
teams.
So,
Anyway, so $2.15 for Celtic, I think is really good value for it. They haven't lost to Rangers in a long time.
yeah, Hampton Park.
Hampden Park, it's the biggest stadium in Scotland, the national team stadium. It's going to go
Is it a
absolutely
home
off.
deck for either of these teams?
No, so it's mutual.
So it's like
ground,
Wembley.
Neutral ground. Yes, it's
Love
like the
it.
Wembley of Scotland.
It's the Wembley of Scotland.
Which
There
is
you
slightly
are.
smaller,
There's
yeah.
a clip.
Slightly smaller, more drunk people, and more, a bit rowdier.
I like it. I'm from North Kiltoon. Right, Alex, what have you got?
I'm looking at the bigger League Cup. I'm looking at the Carabao Cup between Manchester United and Newcastle. I'm tipping Man United at $2.15 also.
Same price.
Gross.
No Nick Pope
Gross.
for Newcastle after
Oh, that's-
possibly the funniest,
annoyed me
most
so
awkward
much.
red card ever. Like, it was so funny watching it, but God, you feel bad for the bloke.
Yeah.
And I also think that Newcastle, if he didn't get a red card, probably would have won that game too.
They
The
could have
way
come
they
back at
attacked
least
with
draw.
10 men.
Yeah.
Anyway, United are flying. They've lost one of the last 17. 2 of them draws. The loss was to Arsenal. Marcus Rashford, 16 for 15. He's 240 to score any time in that game as well. So
Where's
why
the bell?
not? I think just with the way that United are going at the moment, they'll be too good for Newcastle, who have, the first final since 1955 or 59, something like that.
54, I think.
Whatever.
Something like
it's
that,
a
yeah.
long time, unfortunately.
It's not their
That's
first
their
final.
first
This would be their
last
first
trophy.
trophy.
They've had a
yeah,
couple
last
of finals.
trophy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of tough scenes because they're going to lose.
I really
but,
want them
you
to
know.
win, but I
sucks.
can't see them
Yeah.
winning.
Because we've brought this up before, right? Newcastle versus Man U. It's like the most
a big
90s,
90s
of
rivalry,
EPL.
Alan
bag-
Shearer
The big
versus
baggy
Fergie.
kits. Bring back the big baggy kits. The sponsors were the
Umbro.
Newcastle Brown Ale.
But bring back Umbro as the main sponsor.
Umbro, yeah. I
Love
don't think
it.
they sponsor anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Have you got some prices on those there,
Yeah,
Alex?
$2.15 with Ladbrokes for Man United to win, $2.40 with Ladbrokes for Rashford to score anytime, and $1.98 for over 2.5 goals in the game was with Bet365.
Nice one. When do you
Nice.
think Rashford actually slows down?
He has to at some point, but he's probably one of the best players in the world at the moment.
It's going to have to be at a tough away game, and then it's like, oh wait, they went to Barcelona last week and he scored.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's going to come somewhere random, like if they've got to go to Notts Forest or something in the next month. But yeah, for now he's
Get on him. Yeah.
absolutely insane. Like we're still getting $2.40 for him to score a goal. Like seriously.
Unbelievable. Nice. Right. Best bets for today, tomorrow, whenever you feel like it. Mine's easy. I mean, you can just jump on that Kings Blazers over. If you want to go the head-to-head
Multi
win,
if you want, yeah.
I like the Kings to actually win it. They're at home. They're flying.
Nice.
They've actually been a little bit dubious though. So Portland, maybe at the line, but also just go that over. But my actual best bet out of the games tomorrow, Pacers play Boston at home tomorrow. And this is a fascinating matchup, right? The weird part is India have covered their last 3 against Boston.
Okay, yeah.
India are they're the sort of surprise team of this NBA season. They're still keeping on. You feel like they should shut all their
What a
dudes
good
down.
team, yeah.
But we've just had Tyrese Halliburton as an All-Star.
Yep.
Buddy Hield
Buddy Hield.
at All-Star weekend as a 3-point shootout comp.
Yep.
And blew the actual win there, but that's okay.
Yeah, he did. I was all over
Dame
him.
Lillard pipped him right at the end.
Dame Lillard, yeah.
Anyway, the vibe there is that the underdog has also won this game outright the last 4 times they've met in Indy. So Indy, big underdogs in this. 8.5 point
Yeah,
line.
I don't mind
8.5.
that line. Yeah,
that's a
too
big
much.
line.
That's
It's a
too
big line
much.
for Boston who just kind of just go, We'll win by 6.
Yeah.
They do it
Yeah.
so often. It's
Yeah.
But
so
never look like
frustrating.
losing.
No, yeah, I think that's what happened.
They'll be leading by 18, and
Happens
you turn
every
around. There's
week.
like a weird little run by India at the end, and it's like a 5 or 6 point game where they've won.
It's like Dylan Gibbons pulling the handbrake on the 100 yesterday and winning by a nose.
Sure.
Stressful time. Stressful
That was
times.
like
for-
words I just had no
Yeah.
clue what you're talking
Yep.
about. But that's all
Someone
right.
over there will know what he's talking about.
19 and 13 at home against a spread for Indy. I like this spot
Nice.
a lot. Right, stats guy.
Yeah, back to the T20 World Cup in the women's Australia versus India. I'm looking at again. Australia are only $1.22 to win, so I'm going to try and find a bit more value. As I've looked at before, the weird cricket line bet.
This is aggressive.
They're very aggressive. I don't think they'll win. So the line is minus 6.5 wickets or minus 27.5 runs. I know the 6.5 wickets is a lot, but if
27.5 runs is the one.
27.5 runs, they beat India last time by 44. They've covered that line in all of their games this tournament so far. So I really like them. Australia also only lost one of their last 27 games.
That was to England, right?
No, it's to Ireland out of all teams.
Oh yeah, that was in a warm
warm-up,
up.
but it still counts.
Warm ups
It
don't count.
It still counts. If I'm looking at the games and the records and things.
Yeah, but that's not an official one day international or T20 international match.
Anyway,
It's a warm
I
up.
just was funny that they lost to Ireland. It was pretty funny. But they've only lost one of those last 27, which is unbelievable. So you got to jump on them. And they've covered that line at every game this tournament. So
It's a big line.
big
That's-
line. Yeah,
that's an
on both.
aggressive
$2.50
line.
It's $2.50 rather than $1.22.
I'll
I'm
pay
backing them. It's on tonight.
So if you think they can smash them,
Yeah,
there you go. There's your $2.50.
yeah, and India lost to England and they looked a lot better last time they made the final in the last World Cup. So yeah,
Nice. Alex.
Western Bulldogs to miss the top 8 in this AFL season.
I'm so
at the
torn on them,
$2.
yeah.
This was the take I was telling you about on the show. Yesterday?
yeah. So you were
or
very
Tuesday?
excited a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I do not rate the Western Bulldogs whatsoever. They were lucky to get into the top 8 last year thanks to Jimmy's boys, Carlton, pulling off the biggest
That's
choke
true.
job to avoid finals of all time. Seriously, losing your last 4?
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I know.
You should have been out there, James.
Patrick Cripps and
There's
Charlie
not much I can
Kerr.
do getting drunk in the stands. Like, what are you talking about?
I was about to say you have
Kick the ball, Jimmy. I don't have it. I've got 3 beers.
It's going to be very confusing if we go to the footy.
I was about to say, despite having the Bravo medalist and the Coleman medalist not making the finals. Wow. Anyway, they have also
Love a drive-by.
back to the Western Bulldogs. They've lost Josh Dunkley, Zane Cordy, Lockie Hunter, and Josh Shackey, all going elsewhere. Dunkley up to the Brisbane Lions to make them even stronger, and the other 3, whatever.
Yeah,
But
Zane Cordy's
But
horrible.
they're all sort of starting 22 players.
True.
Now, you say, oh, yeah, but Alex, they got Rory Lobb in. Yeah, well, that's good, but he's really inconsistent. So I'm not buying into the 30-odd goals that Rory Lobb's going to bring, jumping them back up into the top 8. And it's like,
Nah, fair enough.
oh, but, Ugle-Hagan and improve. It's like, yeah, but so are Collingwood, Richmond, Sydney, Carlton, Brisbane,
Freo.
Port Adelaide,
Yeah,
Freo.
it's the closest season we've had
There's
in
a
a long
lot
time.
of teams that are going to be better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of the teams that are going to drop, Western Bulldogs are the teams that are going to drop. Bontempelli is going to have another outstanding year to lift them into the top 8 because the draw's also going to be a bit trickier than it was the year before because they did finish in the top 8.
That's
So
true. It's always a bit hard.
them to miss the top 8 because they're a team that once they go down hard. It's
yeah,
it's
after
not
they
like
lost the
yeah,
lost the granny. Yeah,
it's not like, they're going to be, we're going to be competitive. We can rebound. Once they start losing games, they sort of just tumble and tumble and tumble.
I'll pay that. I think, of the teams that in that sort of morass in the middle from
Yeah.
the top 6 down, they probably didn't improve.
no,
And
Enough
they don't look like they're
to
going to
guarantee a
improve
top 8.
enough as well,
Yeah.
given the fact
they've got some star
Josh
players,
Dunkley
but
is
not
a
star
really big loss.
Yeah.
And it's
he is.
and some of these other lists around like Port Adelaide, bringing in, Junior Rioli, what's your mate, Horn Francis, that's his name.
He's crap.
But right.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm still salty
But like
about
that's
that.
what
I
off the
hate
click.
that
They,
guy.
they were below. They're going to be better. Gold Coast are going to be better because the king that missed the season with his knee, he's back in. Is it Max King, Leo, or is it Ben King?
Max,
Ben King.
Ma-
Thank you.
Oh, Ben's back.
Yeah. Well, Max is the one that's injured now.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like the McKay brothers. They're never seen in the same place twice. But yeah, really keen on the Bulldogs to miss the top 8 at $2. And you know what? Throw them in with a multi with St Kilda because they're rubbish.
Don't
Tough
mind.
scenes. Tough scenes. Right, that's it. Co-Bet Daily done for today.
Awesome.
We'll be back on deck tomorrow. Get right around the show. Subscribe on your podcast apps. What else do? You like, review, and share it. Check us a follow on the socials, Facey IG, Twitter, TikTok. You can see Stats Guy's Stat of the Day.
You had a
Send
good
in
one today.
Any
I
questions
did, actually. Thank
via
you.
the socials? We'll have a crack in answering them, I guess.
Yeah.
And thanks, Stats Guy.
Thank you.
Thank you to Alex.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to Geraldo over there for producing. And thanks to me for being back and trying to
Welcome.
shape this all into something vaguely coherent. Right. What do we say, Stats Guy?
Gamble responsibly.
Way to go. May all your picks come in. Happy punting. We'll catch you tomorrow. Go to bed daily out.